Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about polarization in the United States and whether it could push the country into a civil war. For many years, the US has been seen as a symbol of democracy and freedom, but recent studies show that polarization has reached the highest level in its history. So, could this really lead to a civil war? Let's take a closer look. According to research, American politics is increasingly split between two extremes. The divide between Democrats and Republicans doesn't stop at politics. It extends into education, media, and even social life. A 2024 Pew Research Center report shows that more than 70% of Americans see the opposing side's ideas as a threat. Social media and news channels keep fueling these extremes. For example, the trust level between Fox News viewers and CNN viewers is almost zero. This has created deep mistrust and tension across society. In recent years, politically motivated acts of violence have also been on the rise in the US. Historic events like the January 6th Capitol riot showed that polarization isn't just a social problem, but one that can escalate into physical clashes. On top of that, gun ownership is extremely high. In the US, there are about 120 firearms for every 100 people. Such a high concentration of weapons makes any potential conflict far more dangerous. One of the main drivers of polarization is economic inequality. The gap between large corporations and the ultra-wealthy versus the middle class keeps growing. People now see political identity not only as an idea but also as a safeguard for their economic future. In addition, disputes over the electoral system and election security have eroded people's trust in democracy. This fuels a what if we win, what if we lose fear across the population. So, could the US really slide into a civil war? Experts say the short-term likelihood is low. The reason is the continued strength of federal institutions, the military, and law enforcement. However, they also warn that small-scale violent incidents and regional clashes could become more common. This wouldn't be a full-scale civil war, but it would still deepen divisions in society. Experts suggest reducing polarization through education reform, unbiased media consumption, and social dialogue. On an individual level, if people try to understand opposing views instead of just defending their own, society could become less tense. In conclusion, polarization in the US is at record levels. Small-scale conflicts may increase, but the chance of a large-scale civil war remains low. Still, this is a critical situation for the world to watch closely.